All right, how you doing? Hi, you your viewer. We don't have anybody on chat yet, but I don't want to have empty space here too much, so I thought I would at least start talking. Just buttoning my shirt here a little bit, zip my shirt up, my jacket. I give as much fur out of there as I can. And again, I still live out here on the homestead at the farm. What I've got here, let's see, I've got some of my solar stuff here behind me. So what I've got going on here, I've got a pot of water here. That's my toilet over there. I got the new seat. I got a pot of water here on the stove going just to boil water, right? To have boiling water. Anyway, that way we've got hot water. So we heat up water on the little stove here because there's no hot water here right now. I'm in the middle. If you've been following my channel, you would have seen that, right? All right, so I'm out of blades. I have much. I have this one here. I'm going to start with this one. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just get started, I need to wait for people to be in here for me to do this. I'll talk if people get in here too much, but I'm going to go ahead and start with a little bit of this balm, a little bit of water here. And I can take this and put this pan in here and heat this up this way if I want. I'm going to do that so it gets warm too. Hi, welcome to the chat. I can't see who's participating on my phone. We're getting ready to shave. I've got some shave gel there I'm going to put on. I've got some water heating up here, and then we're going to shave. I've got my razor, and then I tell you what, check this out. I got a whole bunch of these, but none of them have blades. None of them have blades at all. There's no blades on here. This one has a blade, but it's an old blade. I am lucky, though, because I found, I kid you not, one in the pack. And I basically only shave with these. This is pretty much all I shave with. So we're just getting this cleaned up a little bit here. I'm going to get some water, get my face wet. We don't have running water out here. If you follow my channel, you know that we're doing work on the house. And we are putting in gas line. And I don't want to wait until my gas lines are done to shave, so I'm going to do this the old-fashioned cowboy way with a bowl of hot water that you heat up on the stove. So that's what we're doing today. I've got a little bit of this shave gel here. I'm trying to get going. That way I can rub some of this into my beard while I shave, because shaving with just water is no fun. You all get to pick. You have to tell me in chat, do I stop with a goatee? Do I clean shave? Do I give myself handlebars? Please don't tell me to do a soul patch. I look ridiculous with a soul patch. It's terrible. Just getting a little bit of this shave gel here, a little water. All right, so now I've got a razor going. Again, we shave with one of these. I don't like any of the other razors. They don't work. I'm doing that. I am currently in the Ozarks. I can barely read your name there. Krishnas. Hi. Hello, Krishnas. Hello, Krishna. Hi. So I'm in the Ozarks, and I'm just going to be shaving today. This blade is a little bit old. I'm going to go ahead and use it, get it used up. And I'm just trying to thin right now. I'm not trying to get everything off. I'm just trying to take some of this off of here and knock it down a little bit. We're just trying to take a little bit off of here and thin this. Use the water that was in this bowl. So I've got some water heating up, and then this water here, it's been warming up to us. That's where they're going to be shaving. And you have to tell me when enough is enough, how much beard to leave. While I'm heating up this water, I'm just doing this. I'm trying to thin the beard a little bit so there's less to take off when I do shave. If I had my electric razor, my dad, he had this gyroscope razor, it had a pull cord on it. You could pull it like one of those, like a Beyblade or whatever, right? And it had a gyroscope in there, and the gyroscope ran the motor. It was like a Norelco, right? Like a cordless razor, but it had a gyroscope in it. You pulled a cord on it. My dad had one. I don't know, might be around here somewhere in his stuff. I'm basically just teasing my beard now with the edge. I'm just trying to take this down. I'm not trying to take this off. I'm just trying to make my beard a little shorter. And you can do that. You can just... Then there's just a little bit. We're just trying to take hair off of that. We're not trying to clean all the hair off right now. We're just trying to take it off so it's easier to shave. So, okay, yes, I will try to talk a little slowly and more clearly. Who do we got? Welcome to chat. Riley. Hello, Riley. Just doing some shaving. I use a safety razor. I have my grandfather had a safety razor. I inherited one of those. And then one year, one of my ex-wives bought me a really nice one. You could turn the bottom of it, and it would raise and lower the height of the blade. So you had different discs. It was really nice. I don't know if I still have it in storage or not. A bunch of stuff got stolen over the years, so walked off. But if you give me a 3 or 4 blade razor, I'll get like an inch of a shave, and it'll just clog. It's just terrible. I cannot use like those multiple blade razors. They just get clogged up so fast. I've got very coarse hair. Again, I'm not really trying to get all the hair off right now. I'm just trying to thin it out a little bit. I'm going to change to another blade in a second, a clean blade, and then I'll start taking some off. You can see I've made the beard a little shorter there already. Just doing this, you can make your beard shorter. It's hard to get perfect without a beard comb or a comb. You can use a comb to make sure it's more even. You need or some kind of guard. Now that I've got this thinned out a little bit, I'm going to switch to a new blade. Because this blade, it's the last time I shaved, and it usually takes me 2 or 3 of these. What do we have on here? I am truly blind as a bat. Hello, Doc. Hello, Doc. How are you doing? Welcome to chat. So we're just shaving. I live out off grid, and I am redoing. If you follow my channel, you will know that I am redoing my gas lines. I had a single gas line that went to my stove in the other room, and when we added onto the house, we wanted to have more appliances running at the same time. And instead of being on an adapter to use a barbecue tank, we're putting in new gas lines. And so while that's down, I don't have hot water, I don't have running water right now. The water tank, the water pump is like right there, and it needs to go up there in the top. So I'm going to take this blade out, this old blade, and set it over here. I'm not using it anymore. I'm going to put a new blade in. As I was saying earlier, I've used safety razors pretty much my whole life. So I've had quite a few nice ones over the years. The multi-blade, like a 3 or 5 blade razor. My hair, I don't know if you can see it from here on the camera, my hair is so thick and they just clog up and I can't use them at all. They're terrible. But yeah, I've been out here I did no shave November, and then I've been out here working on my gas lines for a while, and I will sometimes have a beard all the way through until the end of winter and then shave my beard at the end of winter. And sometimes I with it folliculitis, I'll get like the where it makes it like you get pimples or whatever in your hair follicle and it gets itchy and I don't like it. So yeah, for sure, for sure. No, just making conversation there. It's hard for me to read chat as much. Um, like I said, I've basically used one of these my whole. My grandfather had one, and I inherited it. And then my ex-wife, she had got me one year, a really nice one. It had a little thing you could turn on the bottom, and it changed the height of the blade. This is a sharp blade on here, and I've got some real hot water. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this hot water out of this pan here. I'm going to take this and put it in here where I'm shaving because we're doing this cowboy style. We have a bowl of water to swirl this in. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put just a little bit more of this shave gel on just to make sure. A little bit more water. I really want to make sure this glides well. I'll use soap. I have shaved dry. I don't like it. I don't recommend it. Rinse my hands off there. I got a bowl of cool water over here to rinse my hands off too in case it's too hot. Should be. But for me, having a really hot blade is one of the things I like. Just get that wide. If you got really hot running water, a hot blade to me is the thing. And I've actually got another mirror over here I'm using next to the phone, so I'm going to be looking at it. I will turn my phone a little bit so you can see me a little better while I'm looking at this mirror. I can't look at you and do this. I don't want to do this backwards. Yeah, earlier I was just wanting to shave a little bit with that old blade. I didn't want to really get up against my skin with it. As you use these, the hair on your face will actually gouge the blade. So I will be very glad when I finish my gas line. So the trick with these, absolutely, is to not go this way. Never go along the way. Always go that way, never that way. Now you go this way, you're going to cut yourself. You go this way, and you control your angle, you won't cut yourself. I think I have a straight razor. I'm not particularly good pet shaving with a straight razor. I prefer these safety razors. I've done it once or twice just to do it. And I've used all manner of beard clippers and trimmers and electric, and they just don't quite. So I'm going to get this side now. The light isn't quite as good on this side. I might turn it over. I know there's all this soot all over my hand. It's from being on the wood burner. I wash them and then they get dirtier after they're clean. I just put some lava soap in these days. We'll be very glad when I get the gas lines. I've got all the main parts done. I've got a little piece that goes through the wall up there and then drops back down just a little ways for a T. And then under that is a little piece for the sediment trap. And I'll put the hot water heater back in. I'll have a little, like a flex line that goes from the end of the gas pipe to the appliance. So that's just, I think they're coming out Monday to do a site eval, like check out the site, make sure they can get in and out and everything. So again, I get the blade clean here. I try to be careful with my, cleaning it out as best I can because I don't want to dull the blade. Get it real hot over. I got like almost boiling water over here. I want to get this blade real hot. Just starting to get that handlebar look there. I want to go ahead and start getting to work on the bottom of my neck, though, no matter what I do. No, I only leave my neck fuzzy by request. My beard in the past, it's been like down to here. If I grow it all the way out, my beard will grow down to about here. And it grows on these two big logs, two big bushes, one either side. When my kid was really little, she could grab my head and swing her around by my beard. No, Capital One had like a beard growing contest, and I won. Just a little bit more of this beard stuff. I got some beard balm too for after I get done shaving. A little bit more. My hands off. I'll probably go ahead and trim this wharf line on here a little bit. I just want to see what it looks like. But yeah, the soot on my hands is, carbon and potassium. I'm not really worried about it. It's like in my skin. You gotta be careful. You don't get too carried away getting in here because you will, and you'll snag hair and make it like that's what makes it red is that snagging hair instead of cleaving it. And I might change blades in a minute. It's because they do. These are not the expensive blades. These are 5-cent blades. They're not much. They suffice. Now, if I shave like every day or every other day, I can use like a multi-blade razor. It'll work. Or like I shave like every day, every other day. And shaving every day doesn't quite work for me. I need to shave like, right? But if I miss a day after that, if I go like 3 or 4 days, no. Right there. See, it's starting to pull and snag, and it's getting full. A lot of clog in there. I may switch blades here soon because it just does not take much. And this one in particular, I think I am. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and switch to one of my other bases. These other ones over here, and put a fresh blade in that because I've been, kind of swirling around hot water. It might be melting a little or whatever. It's been used a few times. So is this one. Try a new blade in this. They give you 5. It usually takes me 2 or 3 at least. I don't know if I'm going to do anything fancy. I may do some lines in here. I may come in and do some lines and clean this up. And put in lines here. And clean this up and right, nice. Comes up. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, I don't know if I quite got it even. I think this side's a little lower than this side maybe. I might want to bring this down and this one up. I don't know. The sides are coming off anyway. I don't really like keeping mutton chops. It's okay, Krishna. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm so sorry to Krishna. I am trying to speak slowly. I'm not sure if I'm speaking quite slowly enough for them. I apologize. And I am out in the country. I do not have the best service, so I don't know if we're getting a booster next month or at the start of February. I'm just not sure yet. I may be mobile soon and on the road, as the channel title suggests. I do, in fact, travel. I do consulting, and so sometimes I'm on the road. So if that ends up being the case, I will be live streaming the travel. I'll be live streaming where I'll be at, if I'm setting up a campsite, or if I'm getting another piece of property and homesteading there. I'll be covering that as well. So fresh blade here, everyone. Fresh blade. And you can see just how much easier that works, how much faster it is. I think I'll clog it here. There we go. if you have hair clogged in there, it won't cut. Yes, I've always just used one of these. Once you get used to it, it cuts well enough. Hold a little right there. Got it. Should rinse that out a little bit. Got red. The other one is talking while I'm shaving. You cannot move your neck down. But just for fun, I'm going to bring in these lines. You turn you kind of hold it at an angle if you want to do short lines. Water in here. That's soap wet again. Kind of just a hair there. Going sideways like this. Not worried about it. Like it's so slight, I'm not sweating. Might have a little pimple or something, see? Yep, there we go, just a second. Now the trick on this is I have the really absorbent paper towels. And it works just about as good as a stiff tip pencil. Just a little. I might have a little pimple there, something I hadn't noticed, something like that. Going sideways. Yeah, if you want, you can do fancy patterns and stuff even with one of these. You can do all kinds of these stuff. So I don't know if you can see that or not. But the patterns here, the lines. Make those even. It's like a perfect target for somebody to take a shot at my chin. Just for fun. Just stuff like that. Little pattern. So there you go. You can put little patterns in there. You kind of go like that. Try and get that a little more even. I'm going to take this off. I'm just having fun with the patterns. I haven't seen any votes yet on whether or not I should do a handlebar stash or whatnot. So there we go. There's this option here. I've got the, let's go to here. So I think I look like an appropriate dock worker or fisherman, longshore fisherman here. I don't know if that counts as a handlebar mustache or not. I'm going to go ahead and take a highlight of that. Okay, I got a highlight there for this one, and I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of this off and make it look nicer here. So clean that real good. Yeah, I think I see what happened last one. I got just a little too hot, and it started to melt. The handles on these are just plastic. They used to have, they were like Bakelite or something, a little bit different kind of plastic. These are just whatever, recyclable or something. We're going to take these sides off. I am not fond of having big sideburns, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off over here. I just don't. They hold the glasses on and all. I don't mind this being tucked back, but I want to make this much thinner here. And I kind of go from this part of my earish. I think it's about even the bottom of my glasses. Yeah, that's about right. About even bottom of my glasses come over here. And it's where this little part of my nose, my ear is. I kind of go just to right there. It's kind of a natural spot where it changes. And when I start doing this, you'll notice, right, I go to this side. So, there. I'm going to clean off my jawline. A lot of the farm guys, I think they're Amish. There's some guys around, I think they're Amish, and they keep their jawline like that. They run out real puffy. I really want to get under here. It itches if I don't. I'm starting to wonder if this blade is getting a little dull. It's definitely getting clogged. I might swap to a new blade in a minute. I may do that. The thing is, you can shave with a blade like this. What you end up with, though, is um, it's coarser, it pulls more, you get more of that razor burn. You get more of that. So I'm going to start finishing taking out this here across the bottom. I think I am going to go ahead and switch to a new blade. These are not expensive blades. Um, I might. What do we got here? Again, the more clogged you are, the more likely you are to get razor burn or a small cut because it'll slip just a little bit sideways. It'll pull hair. See if I can finish this up with this blade. I'll switch to another one after this. Sometimes I'll open the blade up a little bit, take the tension off it and clean it out, and close it back down a little bit. I got another minute on this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and snap another segment here and change place. Okay, so I'm just about done here on this. We have the nice handlebar stash. I'm in, and I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick. I got this blade. I think it's cleaned out enough for one more pass. I'm going to go ahead and change blades if you haven't seen this done yet. So, and take this. In fact, I've got an extra base here, extra body frame, whatever you want to call it, razor. I'm going to take this one and just put a new blade on it. It's faster. I'm going to use that old one, and then I'll clean up all my old blades later. So I should only be on a little bit longer. We're almost done. But yeah, I take my time sometimes doing this shaving. We're doing this cowboy style. Got this here, trying to do different goatees and patterns. The point is, you can do some of this fancy stuff, some of these nice trim jobs with just a plain safety razor. I never got any votes on whether or not to do handlebars, a goatee, or clean shaven. No one said anything, so I'm going to just dealer's choice. And basically, when I get done on this next razor, I'll clean up and probably call it good. I've got something at 4:30. I think we're coming up on 3:30, 3:15-ish now. Looks like about 3:15 almost. And I've got something at 4:30, so I'll probably done at 3:30-ish, thereabouts. So change blades on here, and I'm going to go ahead and finish up. Doing some shaving out here, getting this cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and take off this. Go ahead and give me a nice one. So we're going to get these even. So this is even with this here, this top part here. So I'm going to go over here, the same thing. I'm going to clean this up and make it even with the other side. And this is not my good side to see here with this light and this angle. I've got a mirror over here. Actually, maybe that works better. Shoot. That does. There it goes there. There. I think it's a little higher on this side, maybe just a hair. Clean that up. Just. Maybe. We'll check it later. I don't know. See if my glass is there. And yeah, this needs to go a little lower. A little higher. I don't like mutton chops. Just enough to hold my glasses in. That's it. Just enough here to hold my glasses in. So those are pretty even there. It's close. Yeah, it's close enough. If it's off a little, I'll notice. Clean it up again later. I'm going to take the middle out here and leave a handlebar mustache for the short. So that's what we're working on now. Yeah, I've been shaving since I was like 12 or something, 11 or 12. My sideburns started out, and it was back when Beverly Hills 90210 was popular. It was in seventh grade, sixth or seventh grade, something like that. That little zip there got me. Coarse blade, something. These are not expensive blades. I can use the bodies of them with better blades, but the bodies don't last very much screwing in and out the plastic, especially if you get them hot. This is not high-end plastic. And I really should get my beard a little wetter here and a little bit of glide on. It helps. Some soap or whatever. Shave gel. Yeah, okay, I see if my rinse waters get cold too, so I'm gonna put a little bit more hot water in here. That might help a little. I am not of the opinion that I look good with the soul patch. I really don't think I do. I don't know if that counts as a handlebar stash or not. No, my name's not Charlie. You can call me that. You can call me Channing. I would love it if somebody called me Mister. Perhaps one day I will be blessed again with romance. I'm truly a hopeless romantic. Wear my heart on my sleeve. You know, it seems to me the biggest problem I have with women, relationships in general, is I probably care too much too soon. I'm too nice of a guy, and I just I'm gonna find somebody who likes me for me. There's people out there I know. in the right, just the right, because I've been talking to some people lately, and I've been having better luck. I've been kind of getting the thing. I know what I'm after, but I know that I'm after different things from different people. I'm flexible. I got options in my life. If you're careful like that, you can trim a beard. If you're seeing me able to do that. So be careful because you miss, you'll catch your lip. There you go. Um, I would almost call this a pistol Pete, but yeah, handlebar stash. I'm going to go ahead and just clean this up a little bit and take it up a little higher here. I think I'll make it even with the soul patch, and we'll end the progression as I take off the last one so I can't get one last little like a mustache. So I almost never wear a mustache. I'm going to go ahead and go clean shaven. No one asked for otherwise. I think I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit more on here. Shave gel. Just there you go, kind of maybe just a little thin this out here. Again, the trick to thinning is to drag not over the skin, but against the hair itself. There you go. There's another look for you there. So I'll go ahead and grab that. I'm going to go ahead and take off the soul patch here and leave just the mustache. And put a little bit more of the shave gel on, just a hair. I am fairly certain this is just like soap with lotion or extra glycerin in it. Something like that. Just clean this up. I think this will be my last blade. I don't have much left, so I don't think I need to switch. Getting close to your lip like that, it's easy to get that little nick there. I kind of pull my lip like that. I don't know. Easy to get to. Really, I think I got most of it there. So I'm going to bring this up over here about here. And you can see that, you know, I never wear a mustache. I don't. Different mustache there. Right, please, there's a mustache there. Did you? There you go. There's a mustache. I almost never wear one. For obvious reasons, because I look like this when I do. But if you want me to wear this, I can get my hard hat, and I have a clipboard. So if you want, I can have my mustache like this, and I will put on the hard hat with the clipboard, and they will let me go anywhere I want. If you want to, this is how you do a mustache. Nice trim. So I'm going to go ahead and snap that. Okay, and so now I'm going to go ahead and finish up here and take this off because nobody said otherwise. I'm going to go and go clean shaven. It's my favorite. This is where the magic happens right here. Is this last little bit. Just watch. Just watch. Take a look at me now and watch what happens. Thin that out a little bit. Just wait. Excuse me, I got a little hair there. Whew. It'll still look like this, right? Just watch. There's a trick. Okay. You can almost see it here. You dig? Oh, you want to start right there too. Okay, there you go. That's the difference. Hi. I'll put just a little bit of aftercare on here. I got this beard and stubble beard balm for a while. So pull this one. And then we're going to go ahead and kill the stream because I got a messy counter I need to clean up. Right. So aftercare is important. Something on there. I think I got that even. It might be a little low on this side, a little high on this one. Not really. Maybe just a hair. I might go ahead just a sec over here. Just Just a little more of this. Seal that up. Wash my hands. I throw cold water on this a little bit. Rub in that beard balm. All right, and there we go. I'm going to go ahead and pull the phone up so you can see my face now and double check my closeness. Yeah, that's how you go from having a bushy beard to, hi. See you, YouTube. Gotta go.